You will take your name in your mind and you will take the deceased name as we are about at this moment to perform what we call the Anyeshti Karma. And what is Anyeshti Karma? Anyeshti Karma means the departure of one when they leave this material body. So in other words, we are about to perform the ceremony of the cremation of this body that lies in front of us. Om Shri Dhyau Shanti Rantarikshi Gong Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshadaya Shanti. Please sit there on the arm. Here, right here. Okay. Please, you can kindly take your seat now as we continue with our prayer. Come on this side now. Take the tika, which is the chandan, and you put in one on the forehead, on the both ear, and under the throat.
I will hold him.
How do you? No, not that finger. Use this finger. Yeah. Om Shri Skanda Chandanam Upatishtam Namaha. Amok Gotrasya Amok Pretasya Upatishtam Namaha. Om Anyeshti Karma Kareshi Namo Namam. Excellent. Yeah. Two one. So you take one of the malas now and you burst the string, the mala. Open. Burst the string. Om Namo Malyakadeni Upatishtam Namaha Muk Gotrasya Amuk Pretasya Upatishtam Namaha. Right. Get the perfume. Om Abhiram Cha Gulalam Cha. Split right. Abhiram Cha Gulalam Cha Taragulab Gulabalalam Cha Namo Namaham. All right. Take the tulsi dal, touch it in the water and stick it on the leaf, on the lip. Om tulsi mrityana mami sada keshavam keshava priya abhigyanama kurma devi. The 5 pieces of jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah. Nostrils, 2 eyes and 1 mouth. Om Upatishtam Namaha Shri Sona Danam. Om Amugotrasya, the 2. Yeah.
2 eyes.
Yeah. Om Amugotrasya Muktrapretasya Shri Sonadanam Upatishtam Namaha. Excellent. Okay, take the pindas. Put the kush grass in it, the black till. Yeah. No, give him all in the tarya. Yeah, a blessing all. Yeah. Right. Take some water and sprinkle it on it. Om Tat Sat Vishnu Shrimad Bhagavatu Mahapurusha Vishnu Ragya Pravatmanasya. Take your name in your mind and take the disease. You are about to, on the beginning at the ceremony, you are about to offer the pinda. So from on to this day, you are offering the pindas. Om Namo Shin Epinda Danam Upatishtam Namaha. Say Om Krishna Arpanam. Touch it here. All right. So you take in one. We only keep in mind one of the pinna to do outside because we're going to the cremation home. So we weren't able to use it there now. So we're using it here. Right. The right hand. Lift the curtain and put it on your right hand. Om Amo Gotrasya. Yeah. Dahine Upatish. Yeah. Put it. Yeah. Right. Yeah, right there, put it there. Right. Take the next one, the left. Upatishtam Namaha. Om Amo Gotrasya Mupretasya Namaham. Oh. Take one and put it by the head, yeah. Right. Upatishtam Namaha. Yeah. Right, put it here and take one and put it by the feet. So the remainder, that one we could do it by the gate. Yeah, before we leave. Om Upatishtam Namaha. Amugotrasya Mupretasya Namo Namaham. Alright. Cover it back now. So yeah. Right, take the arati now. And you're doing the arati like this here. And you're coming right around here 5 times. Yeah. Om Mandakari Mahagore Mahatatam Saruke Tamuni Varanarathaya Imam Dipam Dadamiham Sri Dharmaraj Dipam Samarpiyami Namo Namam. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare. दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जय कृष्ण हरे. श्री कृष्ण हरे. दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का So I will call now on firstly the immediate family, those who wish to offer mala, put the tika and the essence, and so you can come and then anyone will follow after. So please, anyone who wish to as a family to offer the mala and it's yeah. This is the last. So anyone who want to offer, please come. ओम उपतिष्ठं नमः मुगोत्रस्य मुप्रीतस्य नमो नमः. Huh? Yeah. You make arti here. You do not go in around the box. You just make the arti here.
That's right.
Put the perfume. Give them the perfume.
Yes, you don't put that there.
Yeah, and the arti. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, युगल चरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. तुमने लाखों पापी तारे, मेरे बाजी हारी. मेरे पास न पुण्य की पूंजी, मेरे पास न पूंज की पूंजी, पद पूंजन में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. जीवन देखे चाल बिछाया, रचके माया, नाच नचाया. चिंता मेरी कभी मिटेगी, चिंता मेरी कभी मिटेगी, तब चिंतन में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. राम हे राम, राम हे राम, राम हे राम, राम हे राम. घर घर तिको, धर धर बतिको, कहाँ कहाँ अपना सिर बतिको. धर धर बतको, धर धर बतको, कहाँ कहाँ अपना सिर पतिको. इसी जीवन में मिलो न तुम तो राम हे राम. इस जीवन में मिलो न तुम तो, मुझे मरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. कोई ना ले जाए धन बांध के गठरिया हो, कोई ना ले जाए धन बांध के गठरिया. बांध के गठरिया रामा बांध के गठरिया, कोई नाल जय हे जगबराम के गठरिया। जब यमराज पलंग परी बैठे, जब यमराज पलंग परी बैठे, दोनों नयन पतरिया पतरिया हो, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया। बांध के गठरिया रामा बांध के गठरिया हो, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया। मारही सोटा प्राण निकाले, मारही सोटा प्राण निकाले, प्राण लोकैया कोटरैया कोटरैया, प्राण लोकैया कोटरैया कोटरैया हो, बोई नाले जय हे जग प्राण के गठरिया। चार प्रहर भयउ दिलाए, लोक कतरिया कतरिया हो कतरिया हो, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया। कहत कबीर सुनो भय साधु, कहत कबीर सुनो भय साधु, छूट गए सब महल उतरिया, छूट गए दोनों महल उतरिया, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया। बांध के गठरिया रामा बांध के गठरिया हो, बांध के गठरिया रामा बांध के गठरिया, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया। बांध के गठरिया रामा बांध के गठरिया, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया, कोई नाले जय हे धन बांध के गठरिया। राम राम भजो मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजो मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजो मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजो मन हरे हरे। दीना बंधु कृपा सिंधु, दीना बंधु, दीना बंधु कृपा सिंधु, अंतर्यामी त्रिभुवन स्वामी, अंतर्यामी त्रिभुवन स्वामी, राम राम भजो मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजो मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे। पूर्ण कामा जय श्री रामा, पूर्ण कामा पूर्ण कामा जय श्री रामा, हे रघुरामा हे सुखधामा, हे रघुरामा हे सुखधामा। राम राम भजु मन हरो हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे। रघुकुल भूषण जानकी जीवन, रघुकुल भूषण, रघुकुल भूषण जानकी जीवन। हे रघुनाथा हे परमात्मा, हे रघुनाथा हे परमात्मा। राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे, राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे। दशरथ नंदन भव भय भंजन, दशरथ नंदन, दशरथ नंदन भव भय भंजन। कहत उमापति सुनो जग प्राणी, कहत उमापति सुनो जग प्राणी। राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे, 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 राम राम भजु मन हरे हरे। ओ भजु मन हरि हर ओ मेरो मन नारायणं। भजु मन हरि हर ओ मेरो मन नारायण। भजु मन सूरज भजु मन चन्न, channa bhajumana suraja bhajumana suraja bhajumana channa bhajumana pavana subir sumero mana narayana narayana hari narayana bhajumana hari hara om sumero mana narayana bhajumana sita bhajumana rama bhajumana sita bhajumana rama hanu 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 matabira hanu 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 matabira ram ram bhajuman hare hare narayana hari narayana narayana hari narayana bhajumana hari hara om sumiro mana narayana. Ramesh, the rest of flowers you would take it and hold the feet they right wrong, so you line in it or right wrong go down, so yeah, the row. Take all the rest of flowers that remain and line it out. Oh, they come in, somebody come. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the rest they can take it and place it right or wrong. The remainder. Yeah, like that, so go right wrong with it. You give me all the other flowers there. And open the essence bottle and sprinkle all the essence. Huh? Oh. Yeah, well, yeah. Time is important. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's any more one again. Wait, I'll put the flowers. Put the flowers. Ramesh, that's it. Yeah, put all. Yeah, use out all. Open the perfume. And open the perfume.
Yeah, you should announce if anybody want to come. They come forward now. If anybody else wants to put any flowers, kindly come forward now, please. Anybody at all, kindly come forward.
Just put it forward.
So if anybody wants the beauty body or put flowers, kindly come forward. We monitor in time because we have to get down to the crematorium for 1 p.m. So please kindly accommodate us. We also have a special request. If anybody wants to offer a bhajan to sing, please come forward at this time. Anybody at all? This was a special request from Ramesh.
You will have to carry a bag down there to remove all them flowers back in. You know that? Right. Yeah, no alarm. Just open the door strip and yeah. As soon as they finish, they will do the sermon, and when we close, use it all. Yeah, do it only for one. And you know the traffic jam in the town. Open the perfume and use it out. In a foil and we put the foil in. Yeah, right. Give me the mic.
We have somebody to say something. Yes. Somebody wants to say something. For her.
All right. To speak. All right. My dear friends, I need your attention for 1 minute or two. Rituals and rites are expressed in the life of all Hindus. According to Sanatan Dharma, we as Hindus observe 16 sanskars in life. The first from conception to death. And during this period, there are 16 main sanskar that we observe. The first is when one conceives in the womb of the mother. Then the main sanskar we have is the Vivah sanskar, where we observe the marriage and so. And you have other sanskars. But the final sanskar is what we are doing here today. And this is called the Anyeshti Karma. And what is Anyeshti Karma? This is when we refer to as, some people call it death. That when someone dies. Well, we know it as whensoever the soul leaves this material body of ours, then what is to be done? So according to our dharam, it is chosen that when someone expires from this material world, this body is either been buried or cremated. Well, the easiest way, according to our dharam, cremation is the best way to dispose of the body. Many people choose sea burial, but that is not so common in Trinidad, where they will take the casket and they take it out in the deep of the sea and they will discard it there. So, when someone expires, certain rituals and rites are adhered to. The deceased that is lying in front of us here today, I must tell you all that over about 35-40 years ago, she became my chelin. I initiate her as her guru. So that is a very long time. She became my chela, and she always showed the greatest respect and honor when I come to this home. And she lived a life that many people speaks about, very noble, humble person. All these things are necessary in our daily life. Well, I have lost one chelin because she was my goddaughter and she is no longer here physically. But spiritually she will be remembered. As a spiritually she would be remembered. Seeing so many of you of different race and kind came to pay your respect, this alone will tell you how loving and nice child this girl was. Because you taught it wise that you should be here to pay your final respect. And how did you do it? By offering a flower. The Lord has made it very clear that if you offer to me a flower, you offer to me a fruit, you offer to me one drop of water, with love and devotion. This is the important thing. With love and devotion, you become my disciple. I love you for that. So everyone who came here to pay their respect, they came here through love. And love is a very big word. If you go to define love, you could define love in many ways. Love for your community, love for mankind, love for service to God. These are the important things that we supposed to observe. So today the family has chosen to dispose of the physical body by cremation, which is the most excellent way. Now many questions was asked, what is this thing that we call the soul that keeps this body together? Some people refer to the soul as a Jiv Atma. Jiv means the soul of life. That it gives us life in this world. Other religions refer it to as the spirit. But there is no difference between the spirit and the Jiv Atma. And on one occasion a question was asked, please, I want you to explain to me what is the soul, what is the Atma. Because it becomes so important that when the body leaves this, when the soul leaves this body, what will become of the soul? So there is a beautiful definition that is given in our scriptures. And it says, Na jayate briyate wa katachi tranayang bhutva bhavita wa na bhuya. Ajo nityo shashvato ayang purano na hanyate hanyamani sharire. They went on to explain that the soul is never born nor dies, nor does it cease to exist into coming into being. For it is unborn, it is internal, it is everlasting, it is primeval, even though the body is perishable. This body that we love so much and pay so much attention to, when someone dies, the faster they can get it out from the home is better, because it will start to decay. So the one that we say we love so much, while there was life in it, that love was there. But whensoever you expire, you have to do what is necessary. So this body is perishable, while the soul remains immortal. The soul is one part of the Lord, as we call it, the spirit. The soul is there to keep us alive. The soul has been given to us from the Lord Himself. And it all depends on us what we do with this body and this soul. It all depends on that. It says, Basansi jirnani yata vihai navahani granti naro parani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnanyanyani sanyanavani dehi. Just as how a person will cast out worn out clothes and takes on others which are new, the same way this embodied soul will cast out worn out bodies and takes on others which are new. For example, that this what I wear is called a kurta, and it is made of a piece of cloth. But constantly washing and washing, it will wear away. And when it wears away, the hole will start to appear in it. And then I will have to what? Replace it with a new one. So similarly, this body, whensoever old age take it, sickness overcome it. As you know how prevalent sickness is, we call. All different type of sickness we refer to. The most, you have hypertension, you have diabetes, cancer, and this and that. That is gets so prevalent in this country. And whensoever sickness and old age takes over this body, what happens? The body starts to give up. It cannot endure the pain. It cannot endure the pain. So, when all these things happen, but you have one opportunity in life. While you are alive and you have a bona fide guru, and this guru could advise you carefully that you must take a sip of the nectar or the sweetness of Ram Nam. Then you will be able to cross that Bhausagar, which we call the births and death. How we navigate our life while we are alive. Many people have given a birth, which is the most important of all, and they feel that is all. But having a human body, the human body is the ladder by which one can go to hell, and the same ladder will take you to heaven. So having this body, and you have wasted it, then who will you complain to? Many people are very complacent. Like, I didn't have the opportunity. But the opportunity is there for each and every one. Today, most of the people in this country committing crime, doing unholy act, and say they are one parent child, and all these things, and they lay the blame to opportunities. But opportunities is given to each and every one here. But if you allow the opportunity to slip through the fingers, and you did not think about the Lord, then you will live to regret. Now there is a saying that whensoever you give a pundit a mic and a politician, you have to be careful, they don't want to let it go. You see a politician and a pundit, as soon as you give them a mic to talk, they can talk and talk and talk. But we have a program here, and we have a certain time that we have to reach to the cremation site. So I will talk to you on another occasion, but I must tell you all that this family, 3 girls and 2 boys. How much? 3? 2 by 2. 2 girls and 2 boys. Right? The father put his trust into me. Right? And I was able to guide them accordingly, and they lived their life. My godson, who's Ramesh, my goddaughter, well, she's no longer the other boy here. So we have to stay strong. I say it's a very sad time. I say it's a very sad time for this family, and we have to join with them and give them that strength so that they will be able to lead their lives and they will continue. So before I close, I will hand over to Ramesh, and he will invite 1 or 2 speakers, and then I'll do the final closing of this ceremony, and then we will all travel to the cremation site in Belgrove. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Surya. Morning again to everyone. Thanks for coming and paying your respect to Preya, and offering your condolences to the family. But I would like to invite one of the cousins to say a few words on behalf of the family, and then I think someone else. Yeah, we will ask for whoever else would like to say a few words, but I'll ask Daryl Persad to say a few words on behalf of the family. Use this one.
Okay. Pandit Maharaj, Uncle Kitty, Auntie Sugan, Ramesh, Nisha, Rival, all of the extended family, well-wishers, on behalf of everyone here, we'd like to just say, first of all, how thankful we are for you being here and to supporting us during this difficult period of time. Pandit, I am neither a pundit nor a politician, so I will be actually quite short. But I want to say that everything you described in terms of prayer is so accurate, because the cousins here, that's how we know prayer, as humble, a little bit reserved, kind, intelligent, as the entire Persad family is. But something I want to just add is that in the last few months, I saw a side of prayer that I never knew was there, and that is courage. I never knew someone who is as reserved and as humble and as quiet as we all knew Preya, to be as courageous in these last few months. I remember when me and Nisha went to that initial visit, the first comment she made when the doctor told her, she said, "Why me?" That was the first. And I understand that reaction. But immediately after that, everything changed. She, in her own way, internalized what was happening. But she turned into how I describe like a lioness. The way a lioness protects her young, she looked at these young children, Vivek, Riyadh, Roma, Anaya. And her concern was not for herself, but was to make sure that these children didn't worry about her. And sometimes, we feel that she didn't want to tell anyone. But her main thing is that she didn't want any of you all to worry. And she went through this in the most courageous way that I had a new respect for Preya. And I think for the whole family, I think we eventually understood. But today I want to just say, as Pandit said, the Preya we know this is just a vessel that is here. But the Preya we know, the soul, that humble, loving spirit will live on. And we thank you for the life of Preya. Pandit, we thank you for guiding this family and for all of the guidance you had. I want to ask everyone, this family will need your support. The Brazil community is a very close-knit community. Everyone knows the Persad family. You all know Preya, you know Ramesh, you know Nisha, you know everyone, Uncle Kidi, Auntie Sugan, everyone you all know. And they will need your support. Immediately, I think about the Tulsi family right down the road. You all have been right here with this family throughout, thick, thin. And one thing I always remember, even in the last month, while she was going through these things, her dad was in hospital. And although she was in difficult periods, she was more concerned to make sure she called her dad and asked how he was going while he was on the bed in hospital. That's the Preya. Despite what she was going through, she was more concerned for others. And Pandit, that is the goddaughter that you raised. That is the child that Auntie Sugan and Uncle Kidi that you raised. That is the sister Nisha and Ramesh and Rival you all have. And although we say goodbye, we also feel like piece of us is going as well. We feel like that. But we want to just say that we will remember you forever. You'll always be in our hearts. And this family will get closer with this incident, and you all have our support. So thank you very much. And I invite if anyone else would like to say a few words at this point.
All right, so anybody at all would like to give? In the meantime, I will just give a little sweet something. So for everybody who don't know me, I'm Randy. I'm Preya's cousin. A little memory. We went to school, primary school together. We went to Hillview College together in A-levels. So we had a quite close-knit relationship back then. But one thing I remember about Preya, since back in primary school, I remember one incident. So I was always, a little extreme, while Preya was more reserved. So Preya was the class prefect in Standard 5, and for some reason, Mr. Ramsumer didn't come to class that day, and she was in charge. So, everybody didn't know what they want. And Preya had the audacity to tell me, my own cousin, go outside and stand up in the sun because you give in trouble. So, so since then, Preya, she always had that well-reserved type position about her, but she always knew when to take charge. And today, Preya, I just want to say farewell and may your soul rest in peace. All right, so anybody else, please, I'm sure there must be somebody to give a tribute on behalf of Preya. A fellow classmate, colleague, neighbor, friend, don't feel shy. Cousin Misha coming out.
I would like to just say a little bit about Preya. Preya was strong-willed. So Preya worked in the bank. Preya became a teacher. Preya was very happy as a teacher, and then all of a sudden she said, you know what, I'm going back and work in the bank. I said, well, all right, you know, you tried it and you said you liked it, but if you want to go back to banking, that's what you know. So she went back to banking, and then all of a sudden, Preya went back to teaching. But Preya did what Preya wanted, and in the end, she wanted to design, and so Preya lived her life for her. Now, her sister, cousin Nisha, is like my sister, like our sister, all the cousins. And I will say that even though Preya was never wrong, we always made sure we would send something for Preya, and she would always be thankful. But Preya was a homebody, always up under auntie and uncle, right? And then later on, she lived for her nieces and nephews. She lived a good life, and may her soul rest in peace. Sorry.
All right, anybody else? I'm going to call on one of the uncles to come forward. After this young lady. I'm just going to... No problem.
Hi everyone. So as everybody, is saying true words about Preya. Preya was indeed humble, pleasant, kind. I hope Preya knew that she did touch many lives, and even though a lot of us were not, here all the time and all that, we do feel very close to Preya. Preya and I had some of the most random conversations. Some were silly, some were deep, and I saw that Preya was wise beyond her years. She was, sometimes I said to myself, Preya was an old soul. She was indeed an amazing person, and I know that Preya is going to be happy and extremely happy in her next life, and I wish her the most happiness, in this life and till eternity.
Yes. Sorry. Right.
All right. I'm going to call on one of the uncles or the aunts to come forward. Auntie Didson was supposed to come up, but I think she can make it at this point. So I am going to actually select somebody to come up since they're a bit shy. I'm going to call on my dad, Mr. Persad, to come and just say a few words on behalf of the family who is, not at this point ready to come up.
Good morning to everyone, Pandit, family members, close friends, and the wider public here. Thank you for your presence here this morning. It demonstrates your love for the family and for the deceased. I will be very short in what I say because I didn't know too much about Preya growing up and some of the things that my sons would have said and the other speakers. However, later on, when she became a teenager and when she went to college and started working and so on, then I became aware of her life a little more. And Preya was a very, very quiet, reserved person, right? But when you get to know her, she spoke a lot, right? She wasn't that reserved when you get to know her, right? And she was quite adamant in the things she said, right? You couldn't just sway her. It was difficult to sway her because she had her own thoughts about things, right? But she made some drastic changes in her life as time went on. She worked in the bank, and then she went and did a course, and she wanted to teach, and then she changed her mind, and then she became someone doing her own business from home, right? And when in the last couple months we became aware of her condition, right? Because my son Darrell, he became aware of it very early and he told us about it. And I was kind of shocked because I would have thought that, you know, something like that she would have picked up that early and would have told other people, but being the kind of person she was, she didn't do that. And I believe she was more concerned about the family and the pressure they would have to go through if they had known that earlier, right? And hence the reason why she didn't go and tell them anything earlier. It demonstrates to you the kind of person she was, right? And today, as she lives here, we are going to have memories of her, right? The people who know her better than I and you, they would have much more memories, better memories than we would have. But I just want to say to the family that we are going to stand with you all as the days and the months go by, right? Things are going to get easier for you, right? It's going to linger for a while, yes, and all of us will go through that same situation, but eventually you are going to get released. So I want to say again once more, thank you all very much for being here, and we'll see some of you all along at the cremation side.
Thanks to everyone who have said something on behalf of the family, on behalf of Preya. Again, I would like to thank each and everyone, lots of family members here, our immediate family, friends, lots of friends and co-workers of some of us here today. Thanks for showing up, giving the support. I know Rival, my brother, Nisha, and especially my parents will actually look forward to that continued support, because it is going to be, well, it is a huge loss to the family. Preya, loved by so many, and you can see that based on the turnout to the service here today. So I don't want to say anything much more because everything else was said before. Just want to say again thanks to everyone for showing up and expressing condolences and support to the family. The body will be cremated at Belgrove in Tacarigua. As you know, it's a really small chapel area there. So a few persons will be going down to the Belgrove for that. You are invited to come, but again, it's a very small space in that respect. So you have the opportunity here to view Preya's body for those of you who didn't so far. We would want to leave, I think, about 11:30 to 11:45 for the latest, just because of traffic to get to Belgrove in order to meet the time for the cremation at 1 p.m. So again, the Pandit, I'll hand over back to you to close off the ceremony.
So as we come close to the conclusion of this morning's ceremony, is a time each and every one should reflect how important it is that we live our lives, so that when we have to experience this type of problems and difficulties, we would be able to handle it accordingly. It is said, जैसे बछड़ी चिन जाने कर देखा कर दे गैया, वैसा ही रो रो कर देखी राम लखन को भैया. It's very difficult for this family today, how they feel. They feel the same way when a mother cow, when her calf is being taken away from her. Have you ever seen, well, this family mind many cattle, many cows. But when you have a mother cow, that is a calf that is taken away from the mother cow, tears that stream from the eyes, if you look carefully. This is how a family feel when they lost a near and a dear one. It's a very difficult time. No one cannot express how difficult it is this time. This is the feeling. But the bhajan says, "Eka dina chute jaye sansar." So I'll conclude with this bhajan as we come to the close. Eka dina chute jaye sansar, eka dina chute jaye. एक दिन छूटे जाए संसार, एक दिन छूटे जाए. It says that one day we'll have to leave this world with our hands outstretched and empty. Kuch nahi, nobody carries nothing with them. In this world, my Lord, everything belongs to you, but I was saying it is mine. And the time has come now, I am about to take my exit from this world. But what I am carrying? Kuch nahi, nothing at all. I am carrying my two hands empty with the two balls of rice that Pandit give to them. And your karma. And what is your karma? All the actions that you perform while you are alive is reflecting in front of you. As you begin your travel, all these things will start to reflect in front of you one by one. So many people just go to funeral, right? And as soon as you see they leave and the Pandit finish with the sermon and so, they just take everything and they put it at the back of the head and they just forget. जिनकी लाख पर दीपा बरत है, जाओ आत पसारो, जात वो हाथ पसार, एक दिन छूटे जाए संसार. राजा रंग का काला नहीं चिन्हता, be king or beggar. You see, that is one thing, don't recognize who you are. All this abhiman and pride that we grow it, right? Whensoever death and sickness come, you see how humble you become. You see how humble you become. All those people, neither be king or beggar. Sadhan, the butcher, the man who kill animals, right, and sell for his living. Death recognize none who you are, be he king or beggar. Death recognize none. You will have to go, and as I sing a bhajan, Mara hi sota pran nikale. When you see the god of death come, he will string that soul, and that soul is hiding from corner to corner in this body. is hiding, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. If you study the scriptures and you study Vedas and you keep the right company and the one who can educate you, then you will know. When that Yamraj, this god of death come, the soul is hiding because I don't want to go. Give me a chance now, give me another day. No, my dear devotees, you have given all the chance in the world. What you have made? A blunder. So please, we study the Vedas and the Shastras and the Puranas, and even at this time, the learned people like the Pandit and those Imam and priests, they too they break down. You ever go to a Pandit funeral and see the Pandit crying? And this same Pandit let's go and preach for other people and tell them you must cry, How many are so strong enough to endure these things? Bhav sagar mein jeevan naiya Ram laga. As a Pandit like to sing and sing around. So, as I tell all you, when you give the Pandit, he doesn't want to give it up. Bhav sagar mein jeevan naiya Ram lagao paar wo Ram lagawe paar ek din chute jaye sansar. I and Ramesh father nearly have the same age. Please sit down there. Why? You hearing Baba today? I say you hearing your Baba? I and you have nearly same age. Bhav sagar mein jeevan naiya Ram lagawe paar. In the rough and treacherous water of this world, this world is very difficult, to navigate. You want a strong boatman who could steer that boat and guide you so that you will able to cross the ocean of births and deaths safely. This is why we need a guru. You need a qualified Pandit, a Pandit who could show you and guide you along that pathway, so the road would not be too rough to cross, but that pathway will be a smooth one while you navigate yourself. As you know, today she will begin her travels, and these are the things that she needs to guide her across. So as I close, let us all stand for one moment. And I see here we have a mixed audience. In whatsoever way you feel comfortable to pray, my dear friends. Close your eyes and ask that Lord. This is your friend, this is your family. She is no longer with us here. How you feel comfortable to pray, you pray. And ask the Lord to see her safely across the ocean of births and death. हे भगवान, आकाश तत्व आकाश में लीन हुए, वायु वायु में लीन हुए, अग्नि अग्नि में लीन हुए, आत्मा आपके चरणों को दास हुए। हे मृतक पुरुष, यहाँ महान विस्तार को प्राप्त हुए, और पृथ्वी माता तुम जाओ, यहाँ भूमाता सब सुख को देने वाले हैं। हे पृथ्वी माता, तुम इस मृतक को पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण से रक्षा करो, रक्षा करो, रक्षा करो। राम नाम, राम नाम, राम नाम। So I'll give you the opportunity. Those who didn't view the body, you can come for 5 minutes, view the body, and then I'll do something there, and we'll leave to go to the evening. Thank you very much.
You leave on this one on you.
Huh?
You leave it on until before you write it, you take it back off.
No. Well, hold it for now. I'll do you.